Hello, this is Erin with The Joy in Pens and Paper, and today I'm going to be doing 3 Inks Thursday number 43. In a 3 Inks Thursday video, what I do is I take 3 inks, I swatch them on 3 different papers, and then I use 3 different nib sizes to write and then talk about what I see, comparisons, etc. The 3 papers that I will be using today are bank paper, Clairefontaine Rhodia paper, and Tomoe River. This is the Galen Leather Co. Everyday Notebook, and so I'm using the Tomoe River paper in this notebook. The 3 nib sizes will be fine, medium, and stub in a TWSBI Go because I have 3 of these pens. So it's comparing different nib sizes with the same brand, same material, etc. I will be using a Kakimori Brass nib dip pen to do these swatches. I have just a white t-shirt to dry my tools and a mason jar with water. The ink that I'm highlighting this week, which I'm going through, if you haven't figured it out, if you've been watching my videos, I'm going through the Diamine ink event calendar and comparing each ink to others in my collection. Sometimes I have inks that match them pretty close, sometimes I don't. But it's just an opportunity to really explore those inks a little bit more. So for today, it's Chilly Nights. This is a Star Bright ink, which means it is highly shimmer. And so you can see the shimmer right there. That's so cool. And so I'm going to swatch this one in the middle. On the top, I'm going to swatch Birmingham Pen Company Eroded Bronze. This does not seem like it is focusing. How about that? Apologies if that was blurry. Just realizing I typically do these a little bit longer, but I'll fix that with the next one. Okay, so starting with the fine nib, I'm going to write the brand name, which is Birmingham Pen Company. And then with the medium, I write the name of the ink, Eroded Bronze. And then with the stub, I just do some uppercase and lowercase letters. It's very smooth. I find Birmingham Pen Company inks to be pretty well behaved in terms of being well lubricated. The color, in my experience, can be a bit inconsistent. All right, again, so here's all that shimmer. I will re-agitate this, and then once I open the bottle, I'm not going to re-agitate it again. So we will have some natural discrepancies in terms of shimmer allocation as I do this swatch and the writing sample. So pretty. I don't think I necessarily appreciated when I swatched this initially, when I unboxed it, but this really is like a chilly night. It's beautiful. It's like a chilly winter night with either starry sky or snow on the ground. No. Just wanted to do a quick peek right here on this page to see if I was writing Inkvent 2024 because I couldn't recall. All right, chilly nights. So this is like a nice medium dark blue with a little tiny bit of a gray undertone. And it's making, which I previously used a Wearingeul swatch book, and the inks would often look very different on there than they do on Tomoe River, which is the primary paper that I use for my planning and my journaling and things like that. So when I look at Eroded Bronze, I'm seeing some kind of a brightness in this sample right here, and it's not matching Chilly Nights as much as it looked like it would in the Wearingeul swatch book. So now let's try this last one, which is a Robert Oster ink. Beautiful. I really like this color. I have so many colors that I really liked. I feel like every time I say I really like this color, I want to follow it up with, I wish I used it more. And I just am at that point where I have too many inks to be able to use them all as often as I want. And that is so entitled and lucky. So I'm going to acknowledge that I know that I am lucky. So this is called Summer Storm. So we're going from the chilly nights of winter to the summer storm. There we go. All right, so let's give this a little chit chat here. So I do think of the three, Robert Oster Summer Storm matches Chilly Nights a little bit more, and that's because both of these to me have a bit of a blurple component to a little bit of a bluish purple, and I'm not necessarily seeing that same purple quality coming through in the Eroded Bronze. So let's talk about Birmingham Pen Company Eroded Bronze. First of all, there is some chromo shading going on. You've got this lovely grayish medium blue with some pink coming through. But then when you look at the bank paper, there's a bit of turquoise coming through, and I don't necessarily see that in either of the other two samples. So the bank paper is almost a different color than the same ink on Rhodia and Tomoe River, which is really the fascinating thing about inks, is you're going to see a different color based on the nib size you're using, but also based on the paper that you're using, and that's just wild. Diamond Chilly Nights looks like the same color across all three papers. Perhaps it's a little bit of a lighter color on the Tomoe River than it is on the bank paper, but bank and Rhodia look very similar. It is a solid blue, not a whole lot of shading, if any at all, and then it does have a heavy amount of shimmer, as the name suggests, of being a Starbright shimmer. Robert Oster Summer Storm does have some shading quality to it. It looks flat on the Tomoe River paper, but then you get some more character coming out through the bank and the Rhodia paper with some shading going on. And in terms of the actual color, or I was going to say color profile, but really color, it's the same color across all three papers. There's some parts that are lighter or darker, but you can see it looks like it is the same ink. And then using the stub nib, that's where you're really getting some of the shading going on for this ink. So that is my comparison of Chilly Nights to some other inks in my collection. This is the 43rd 3 inks. I do have a chunk of them in a playlist, so if this is something you're interested in, just stay in this playlist and enjoy what I have. But certainly if you are interested, check out some of my other videos. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I hope you have a wonderfully productive week. Bye.